Hmm. Hi guys, welcome to another episode. I probably shouldn't say another. It's like an episode after so many days, God knows when. But the current timeline is we are in the international break. We finished 2 game weeks in the Premier League. This is the league that we all follow, so it makes sense. And plus,
Three.
nobody watches the other leagues. What three? Oh, sorry, my bad. 3 game weeks. It's important to remind. Yeah, I've been thinking we've like just had 2 matches, but okay. Speaking of the first 3 games, Liverpool are in pole position. They won all their 3 games. We have two Liverpool fans to gloat. I'm a Chelsea fan. We're second on the table. Usually Arsenal's position. I don't know why we are sitting here, but anyways, it's a positive start. Aman seems to be smiling because United is in the top half of the table, and the best part is their nosy neighbors are on 13th, whereas United is on 8th. So I mean, I won't say it's the most impressive start, but definitely I think United's
I
fixtures
don't think
going ahead are going to be a little tough. But let's see.
Hey, I just want to
uh,
clear it out of the way instantly. Anything is better than last season. So, it's only up from there. We can't get lower than that.
I mean, even
is
though
it are you going down?
I mean,
Relegation.
Yeah, no, I don't think we'll get relegated.
yeah,
I'm confident, kind of confident.
I
Yeah,
I
we do have Villa. That's fine.
no, I think this year the surprise pick for relegation probably could be Villa if they don't like if they don't step up. Sorry,
Do
because
you
they're
think
If
Villa will
you're
get relegated?
I mean, like, I don't know. They're not performing as the same squad they were supposed to. Oh, but I mean, you never know. They're getting Jadon Sancho. You probably
possibly
Yeah, yeah.
a lone player
Amazing
could
wonder
do.
kid, very
Yeah.
high potential. I think they should definitely buy him as soon as possible. Make that deal permanent, get it
You
out
know,
of the way so that
you,
everyone
you know,
knows where the future is at.
Aman, how dirty have you guys played, right? You gave the promise that we'll take Martinez, you take Sancho. You made them take Sancho, and then you said Martinez like stay
They
there.
had the entire transfer window. Martinez did his farewell in fucking May or something. He cried and shit, bro.
are we talking about the transfer window?
Oh
Okay, nice
yeah,
transfer.
speaking of the transfer window, man, I have to give it to Liverpool. The way that they have fucking moved in this window, it's genuinely
No, no, I
commendable.
Yeah.
still not rated 10 on 10 because of the last moment. We did miss out on Mark Gui, but
That's fine.
No,
it's a
but I
joke. It's a joke. I'm really satisfied with the window, man.
You
Obviously,
you'll get him for free now, so even better.
if Madrid don't take him, but
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They cuck you always, right? So
I
it's
think
okay. If Madrid go for Gui, that does mean Konate is staying, so I'm fine with that.
yeah, but United also had a good window. If I'm not wrong, they signed like a bunch of players in
I
almost all positions.
I I wouldn't say we had a good window. I think we needed players everywhere. I think we got players in the forward areas, but our midfield is still lackluster. I won't comment on the goalkeeper signing. I think Lamens. I haven't seen him play. I don't think anyone has seen the Belgian Jupiler Pro League over here. I don't know how well he'll perform. There's a lot of pressure also. So I think we had like a 6 out of 10 window. I think yeah,
To
we could have done better.
Its issue is I don't think is the transfer window, but Aman will disagree. But I think this problem is at the top, but it's fine. I don't think Amorim is the one to take them forward, but
Bro,
anyway.
this is what he said about Ten Hag also.
And
Uh,
how
Was
was
he
right?
wrong? Was he wrong?
Ten Hag was sacked in 3 weeks in Leverkusen, just reminding you guys.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna tell you guys something, right? And I know this is gonna become a united discussion, but we've been through so many managers post Fergie, right? At some point, we have to accept it's not just the managers. I think it's high time we realize that. I won't say
If
Amorim is absolutely the right person, but I don't think it's Amorim's fault that players are missing sitters, then they're unable to convert penalties.
Tell me one
Onana
thing,
against Grimsby Town was horrible. How is that Amorim's fault, man? He put the best
so,
player. Our
but
fucking under 18 should have won that game. So
you
yeah,
know,
so I
but when you say about players, right? The thing is, that argument would have been true under, let's say, Ole or even Ten Hag. But under Amorim, you guys have changed the squad a lot. It's not as if the players who were playing 5 years ago are regulars now. I think only Bruno or what Maguire if he plays, right? And Ero. So these two, three players are the ones that are still remaining from the previous regimes or coaches. So I mean, Amorim has gotten a team
I
of his
I
own.
would I would consider, I know Hoyland left, but I would consider Zirkzee, Hoyland, Euro, Dillet also from the previous regime because they were bought under Ten Hag technically. So Onana was from the previous regime, Binder was from the previous regime.
I can agree, but I think I don't see back threes are not an issue, but I think Amorim is too like set that he won't change at all. He did change, by the way. He did change a bit for the Arsenal match. You guys played decently in the Arsenal match, and then he was back to basics. I
Yeah.
don't know why he went back to doing what he was doing last season, but the first match, I think that's the only one I watched properly, like full of United. Grimsby, I was only watching the second half when I came to know you guys were losing or whatever. So the Arsenal United match I did watch, and I think you guys were playing. I didn't know you didn't win, but you were playing decently. If you had continued on that, maybe it would have been different. But because I remember that match, you guys were pressing in a back four shape, 4-1, 4-1, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But that did happen again. Against Grimsby and, who did he lose to? I forgot. One more team we lost to, right? In the league.
No, we
Second.
drew against
Drew against
Fulham, I
Fulham,
think.
beat
Yeah.
Burnley, lost to Arsenal. Yeah, that's what like.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way,
1-1.
yeah, Aman, just your take. So I think you probably would have heard Grimsby Town fielded an ineligible
Oh,
player.
yeah.
Why are you guys not
I think
appealing?
no, I think we should just we've been disgraced enough. I think we should just let that be. In fact, I feel like United should pay for their fine so that they can continue playing in the Carabao Cup because I don't want a rematch at
But I
Old
mean,
Trafford.
imagine if that was against Liverpool or any Premier League team. Like, I would 100% be like, yeah, appeal, appeal, appeal. Why is it just because
No.
it's Grimsby you're not appealing, you know?
I am genuinely scared we will lose again. Genuinely
Listen,
scared. So
I
I'm
don't think
okay. I'll take that 2-all draw loss on penalties. I'm fine with that.
I don't think any Premier League team would have fielded an ineligible player because they are normally very careful about this stuff. How was he ineligible? Like, what was the issue? I don't know. Like,
They
does anyone know
submitted
why?
the player's name a minute after the deadline.
Deadline, yeah.
Semantics, bro. Come on, it's fine.
No,
It's
but the
not as if they
guys,
were
no, but the best part is
illegal.
that guy was there for 25 minutes. He missed the penalty. He was the only player who missed the penalty from Grimsby's side. So, I mean, like,
I
if you
think
think about it,
that's
Yeah, that's why I think we should just let it be. They beat us fair and square. I think they deserve to qualify. It's better, we get to focus on the league. We don't have distractions now.
and banter apart. That's a very technicality point of view. 1 minute late and everything, so it's fine.
but
But yeah, I would love United lose again to Grimsby. I don't mind that, of course.
no, but
Yeah, I don't want that.
I just realized. So I used to watch. There's a team here. I don't know if you guys know Castilla. It's basically Real Madrid B.
Real Madrid
B
B,
team, yeah.
B team. They play one game a week. So how does it feel to be like Castilla playing one game a week?
I
Probably
I
FA Cup, but let's say apart from FA Cup. Yeah.
Honestly, I think our team needed it. We weren't able to cope with the European nights. I know we overperformed last season in Europa, but we saw how horrible we were in the Prem. So it was like weekends when we were playing in the Prem, we were a different team. Europa nights, we were balling like crazy. I think we needed some time to focus, like you guys have been mentioning, Amorim is very set on his 3-4-3 tactic. I think it's good that we only have the league to focus on right now. He can, work on it, develop it. Players can get more used to it, and then there's not that additional pressure. Injuries would be less. I think that's one issue we have been facing for many, many seasons now. So I think it's good for us in the long run
Yeah, he
that
just
we're
spoke
not.
like a true Chelsea 23-24 fan. Only one game per week.
I don't think Amorim is a bad manager or whatever, but I remember last year around March, when Liverpool were finding a new coach, there was talk about Liverpool trying to get Amorim. I'm glad we didn't. Okay, not because I'm saying he's bad or whatever. He might have been better at Liverpool than at United. Yeah, but 'cause seeing how set he is at a back three, Liverpool's set of players, and full credit to Slot, but last year we did win with the same set of players that Klopp left behind. This season we have obviously changed. So that squad we had last year in a back three would have just not been good. So I'm kind of glad we didn't get
Yeah,
Amarim
but
because
if you look at Liverpool, like whenever we attack, our wing backs are vital to our attack. So with the back three, with no wing backs, there's no way we're getting up front and scoring goals.
and honestly we didn't even have three fit centre backs at times. So I don't know how we would play right back. Would play Gravenberch or someone in the back three. So that would have anyway been useless. So yeah, but
Guys, I
I
have a
think
I have a hypothetical question for the Liverpool fans. Let's say that this window did not happen for you guys. And of course, we knew Trent was going to leave. So let's say you replace Trent with someone else, maybe Frimpong, but somebody you replaced. Could you still win the league with probably the same set of players? Let's assume Nunes did not leave, the same midfield, the same forwards. Let's okay. Like I don't want to speak about Jota, but let's say Jota is out of the picture. But apart from that, do you still
see,
think?
the thing is, there are two factors in this. First of all, yeah, we did win the league with these players last season, but I'm not saying we vastly overperformed the potential of the set of players, but we did. There was certain overperformance in, if you combine those set of players as a group, because especially in the attack, because Salah was carrying our attack for like 80%, 70% of the season
Yeah.
till his annual fall off that happens. But this time it happened later, not in December or the Christmas post bullshit, whatever. This time it happened after Feb or March, whatever. So, yeah, maybe in the defense we would have been fine replacing just Trent, but I think we did need to upgrade in attack because I personally love Darwin Nunes, but as a person or whatever, as a player or whatever, but I don't think he was at Liverpool's level anymore,
He has
and
to go
especially under
blood. Sorry.
especially especially under Slot system. He was under Klopp he was decent. Under Slot he was not going to do much. So I will not criticize Nunes and Diaz more. Salah might call me up on Twitter. So, so anyway, jokes apart, I don't think it would have been as easy as last year. But then the thing is, again this year City are shit. Uh, I seriously don't know what to make of Arsenal. This happens every year. On paper,
No,
Arsenal have on paper
as
Arsenal have a great team.
as your rivals, I felt that you guys did really well last season, but other teams also underperformed vastly. Like you mentioned, City was really
Yeah,
bad. I think
City are shit.
bolstering your attack, defense, midfield was important. Like, it was necessary to maintain that title. And I think you're at that level where the league, the title challenge should be a given. You should be, competing for
So
UCL and stuff.
uh,
So I
is
think it was
as a
very necessary for them to spend that
it's a
much.
refreshing change to buy players when we're on top. Because last time we won the league, we bought Adrian, and that's it. Sorry, we won the Champions League and bought just Adrian and whatever. So and the season we won the league. After that, we just bought Thiago and Jota. So it's for a change. It's good to
Hmm.
add players when we're at the top rather than replacing them when they're finished, which is what happened with the previous midfield we had of Henderson, Fabinho, and Milner and everything. I mean, we did replace them very well with McAllister, Gravenberch, and whatever Szoboszlai, but it's good to, as you said, when you're at the high, you make the changes, you upgrade your team. I think, that's what Salah was also trying to say. No one is saying Diaz and Nunes were bad. Okay. I mean, Diaz was certainly not bad. Nunes had his issues, but Diaz was certainly not a bad player. I would not have minded Diaz staying. But it's the players we've gotten instead of him that is a certain upgrade. I don't think it is wrong to say that because let's say we have gotten Ekitike and Isaac instead of Nunes and Diaz. So
Oh, but
honestly, I'm happy with.
then if you look at it, like Diaz is a left winger, and we didn't sign anyone for the left wing. Like obviously Gakpo can play in the left wing, but then again, like I personally wouldn't see Gakpo starting for the top, like Bayern or Real Madrid or Barcelona or
Our
something.
16-year-old wonder kid will start.
Yeah, either Rio. Yeah, so it comes to the left wing position, I feel we are a bit lacking there. But
I think it's a the
Hey,
rumors
there's
of
an amazing English left winger. His goes by the name of Sancho.
oh yeah.
Only 25 million. Please buy
I
him.
think I had
40% profit.
I think I had other play Darwin Nunes than Sancho, and ironically,
Oh,
I mean that
but speaking, like you mentioned, Isaac, right? I personally did not think Newcastle would let him go. I know they got a record fee, but I thought they will not let him go. I thought they would be like, they'd take it on their ego. They give a statement of intent that we're not going to sell our best player to our rival, to a title challenger. It was very surprising for me. In the long run, it's good for them. It's a win-win situation.
they kind
They have crazy
they kind
money now in the era of FFP and all of those things. They can go out buy anybody in January. But yeah, I did not
they got
expect them to do that.
they got 130 million for Isaac, but they did spend it already on getting visa
On
and who
Disui,
Voltemar,
that
Or Disui or something.
the
yeah, who
German.
called Kai Havertz his favorite German player of all time. My
Uh,
God. But, anyway, those two combined costed around 120 million already, 100 plus million. So they have already. Anyway, my point
I
is,
don't think so.
talk about whether Newcastle would have sold or not. The moment Isak went on strike and gave a fucking statement, there was no way back. It was just that. There was no way back after doing all that drama. And I would admit this. I am obviously biased. If a player of my team was doing that, I would be pissed off at him. That bro, what the fuck is he doing? We have done so good with him. I've been very always been whatever, whatever. But if you're getting the player, you're not going to mind. It's like that's how football bias is, right? If people have rightly pointed out that we were pissed off with Trent, for example. Uh, he was leaving to go to a so-called big team. I disagree with the big team tag there, but a bigger
You
team
you
tag there. But
disagree that Real is a big team?
in
Do you want
2025, no.
do you?
No. Okay. Obviously, Real is one of the big teams, but I don't feel that in 2025 playing for Madrid is a very big upgrade over
Oh
Liverpool,
yeah, in
which it was.
comparison to Liverpool, yeah.
I'm saying, probably 10 years ago, before Klopp, I understand. I don't think now, if your target is to win trophies, you'll win them at Liverpool too. But anyway, so I'm saying the point being that, I get the comparisons and I do admit that there is a certain bias. We were pissed off at Trent for doing something similar, although the local part was there. So, but as someone who was getting the player, I obviously was like, oh my God, he wants to come to us so badly. See, there is a risk. He took a risk. If Newcastle had, put their foot on and said that you come back and train, or otherwise we'll just, freeze you out for the next 6 months, because they know people will come back for him in the next window also if they were to do that. Barcelona, I don't know if they have the money, but they would have wanted him. Other team, probably I don't know. They would have been teams from Europe who would have tried. Bayern would have tried for him as the Kane successor or whatever. So I personally was like, I was very glad he was doing some. I'll just say this. Mark Gui, he's a ultimate professional, did not go on strike. He's still at Palace. Isaac went on strike. He's at Liverpool. So what we learned from this window is you have to go on strike. I'm just joking, but yeah.
Yeah, but guys, what do you think? Okay, based on this incident itself, when a player does this, a lot of people like get angry and like, what is he doing? No, clubs do the same thing, right? Especially the way in
Yeah.
which Chelsea handled Nicholas Jackson. Like, bro, he's not a piece of meat. Like, you sent him on loan. He's flying to
Or
Munich, and you're asking him to like do a mid-air U-turn and then just come back. Like, no,
the first time
I
here we go again.
yeah,
like if you think about it, Kaushik and guys, like Trent is on like one end of the spectrum, and on the
yeah.
other end you have Thomas Muller and Bayern, where he was
Yeah.
waiting for them to, renew his contract. He was happy to
Or,
stay. He didn't.
there is Ramos who's releasing songs about how he was heartbroken.
Yeah.
So, it's like one person is going to be the aggressor regardless. So,
I think it's like obviously one person will be aggressive. At times it's teams, at times it's players. But if you ask them how you feel about it, it depends on whose fan you are, right? That's the point.
mm,
As I just said, as a Liverpool fan, I was like, wow, he wants to come to us so badly, man. Great. As a Newcastle fan, I would be pissed. Bro, what are you doing? So bias is a big part of football discourse, I guess.
No, but then another thing being like when Trent did do the same thing with Liverpool, no one at Liverpool, not a single person cursed Real Madrid. Like I don't see a single Liverpool fan ever saying Real Madrid this, Real Madrid fans this. But Newcastle fans were constantly tormenting Liverpool, torturing Liverpool fans, criticizing us. Which I didn't understand the point of that. Like that's just complete. What did we do? He wants to come to us. It's not our fault.
I think
It's
that's
like,
all.
what
That's
do you
that's
do?
also because
I I think that's
I'm
just
that
suffering from success, man.
yeah, no, also about I think as Liverpool fans, if we go criticize Madrid fans will just throw 13 UCL, some bullshit like that.
Oh.
So it's apart from that, obviously, the bigger team complex. You want to criticize the bigger team always. So Newcastle, obviously, I'll say not by Liverpool, but Newcastle obviously have given a short end of the stick at times by PSR rules and everything. The smaller teams do get some issues with because of PSR. So I guess that anger they take out on whatever the easier target is, which was Liverpool fans, and Twitter discourse is fucked up right now. People are just
Oh,
too
also,
gone.
one last thing about the Liverpool thing, I just wanted to say it and get it out of the way. The way they've been cucked this entire transfer window by
Newcastle,
United, by Liverpool, and I
He
think
means Newcastle.
probably yeah, sorry, Newcastle, my bad, my bad. The way
yeah,
that, other teams have just, okay, everyone shits on United because we're horrible right now, but we still have pulling power, okay?
I think Castle's window was so bad it totally overshadowed the triple rejection Spurs got because
Yeah.
Spurs had that with Gibbs White and then Eze and okay, the third one was a false report by Fab, but again, anyway. So I think it was a Hincapié or someone, but so yeah, Newcastle were pretty bad at. I don't know how they got this bad. I mean, see, I'm not saying Newcastle is a stuff of dreams, but they had a decent team. They have a good coach. I like Eddie Howe. They have a good coach. They just won the Carabao Cup last year. They have decent players. I don't know why people were so like players were so averse to going to Newcastle.
Hey, but
Okay, going to
No,
let's say
I'll tell you, I have a theory for that, Vibhas. So, players who are in their 1920s, mid-20s right now, they grew up watching United dominate Premier League. They grew up watching Chelsea play well. They grew up watching Liverpool win things. They grew up watching Arsene Wenger's era. Newcastle wasn't in the picture at all. So I think there's that perception. I could be wrong over here, but there's that perception that, okay, United is a bigger club than Newcastle, which is true. And that is why they would
see
prefer to go to a bigger
But
club.
bro, what about Man City then?
they
I
win
don't think,
things. They
yeah,
win things.
Man City has been winning things right now. Newcastle won their first trophy after 70 years.
Oh, but
No,
then another thing being like Newcastle don't have the funds for a wage. Isak right now, Isak was on 140 in Newcastle. He's getting 300 now at Liverpool. Like
No, no,
Newcastle don't have the funds to pay. If you're getting premium players, you have to be able to pay premium wage, and Newcastle
no.
don't have the funds for
It's
that.
not that Newcastle does not have the fund. They probably
PSR,
have more fund than any
yeah,
Premier
all
League
the
team.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
because I think once they become a European, regular
Mm.
team, I think automatically their whole thing
I
will
think
balance
meant
itself
by
out and they'll
point
have
is
more money to
obviously
give.
CIF has a lot of money. They can't spend it under the rules, PSR rules. That's the point. That's true. They probably can offer wages to what a level United or Chelsea or even Liverpool are doing right now, because Liverpool have moved away from what they used to with regards to wage structures. We never used to pay big wages, but now it's been changed with be it Isak or be it the three new contracts. Uh, Sorry, two new contracts we had with Salah and Van Dijk. So yeah, even Edwards is adapting, so to say. But the other reason Liverpool have been able to spend a lot, obviously, I think I was discussing this on the group, is we sell well now. Like
Yeah.
Edwards is back, and we have been able to. We have a lesser net spend than Arsenal right now. We
Mm.
spent
Oh,
450 million, but we sold 225 million. That's
and
and Arsenal
and
could not.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, go
So
ahead, go ahead.
yeah,
No,
yeah, go
before
ahead.
we get, I want to really go into Arsenal, but before we get into that, I want to get Kaushik's opinion on Garnacho's signing. Like, I haven't seen any single Chelsea fan say anything online. I haven't seen comments. Like, my algorithm is just filled with United fans hating on him. So I really want to know from your point of view, what do you think?
okay, so Garnacho is the best example for your previous the discussion that we had between Newcastle and Liverpool or like City or any big club for that matter. An underperformer in the big club will still have the traction, like people watch, people know. So he, for his career, will be able to move to another better club in comparison. Not, I mean, of course, not the same level. Like Garnacho moved from a big six to a big six, but like Sancho moved from a big six to Villa, a club like that. When you play for Newcastle and you don't perform, there's a probability that the club that you're going to might not be in that level or it might be a level lower. So that's probably one of the reasons why, like, for example, if Cunha underperforms, He still underperformed at Manchester United. No, so his next club could be a big club. So you never know. That's one. Second is, okay, bro. I think I understand how. Okay, I know football like is different, but at the end of the day, we're a business, we're a company. So how they run is, we've signed Garnacho. He's 21 years old. Let's assume he performs well. Yeah, he's part of the core. If he doesn't perform well, I think in the next year or two, we will try to like sell him. Like I don't know, we'll get the same like 40 mil or something, but we'll sell him for a decent price and we'll move on to the next winger. Now, speaking purely on the way in which he plays, I still think he plays well. I think me and Vibhas, we had a discussion. Like his GA isn't great, but I still think he's a good winger in the Premier League. No, he knows how to play Premier League opposition. He's almost played all the teams in the league, barring I think the teams that got promoted this year. So, and we already have two players for that position. So I think we're just like in case if someone gets injured, then of course it'll become more work for him. But otherwise, we will rotate and play.
With you signing Garnacho is not that you signed Garnacho. It's more like who you signed him instead of. You sold Nkunku to sign Garnacho. I don't
Yeah.
think that's an upgrade, but okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, but I
But
still
different
feel-
profiles, right?
Yeah, but do they need a left
I-
winger or why? Is Garnacho a left winger?
Aman, no, he's
No,
a left winger.
he'll play on the left with I think Neto and Gittins, but he's registered for the Champions League squad, so there's a possibility he'll play on UCL nights, and I think on the league nights probably somebody else could play. Yeah.
Do you think he made a mistake rejecting Bayern?
No, I don't think so. Bayern already
No.
have, bro. They're loaded right now. No, I think they
Bayern-
signed.
You are loaded,
Bayern-
bro.
Bayern aren't
You are
loaded.
Yeah,
You are
Bayern have
loaded.
18 Bayern have 18 players. They have less than 23 players right now.
no, but I'm talking on in that position. No, they have Luis Diaz. They have Sane. Or wait, did Sane leave?
No, Sane left, right?
Okay, yeah. So they have Diaz. They have Olise.
They have
who
only
can play.
Diaz.
Only
Olise is more.
Diaz on the left. Okay.
Yeah, they
That's
have no one else. on left.
I personally think I get it. Like knowing Garnacho, like his ego, the way that he is. This is
Yeah.
my theory. My game theory is that he joined Chelsea to prove to United that I am joining a better English team than
Yeah.
you guys. I'm gonna do better than you. But I personally feel if I was in his place, I would have gone to Bayern, where I would have probably been a more prominent player in the squad, developed myself, and then I could have gone to any other team in the world.
I think
From
if
Bayern,
we
I
had
could
to-
have gone anywhere.
we had to believe reports, he probably signed for Chelsea because Messi told him to. But that's why will Chelsea tell him to join Chelsea?
He told in the interview that I grew up watching Eden Hazard. Like, bro, come on, man.
That is such bullshit, man. No loyalty.
That is like every time a player joins Madrid, they have to say, my favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, that is like some Lukaku level nonsense, man.
I mean,
But-
Bayern are not, I don't have a lot of players, but they did spend 150 million to buy Nicolas Jackson and Luis Diaz. So I don't think it would have been a good investment to buy Garnacho because a front three of Diaz, Jackson, and Garnacho, either they'll score 6 goals or either they'll blank. There is no in between.
I think if they got Garnacho, they wouldn't go for Jackson. That's what I think.
Oh, by the way,
Jackson is
guys.
strong.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, of course, the whole Jackson fiasco was terrible, but I just can't believe just because we tried to recall him and he said no, it became from a loan to an obligation to buy. Like it's crazy. We sold. I think we're selling him like 70 million euros or something, which is crazy. He doesn't deserve that. I'm really sorry. He's a good player, but seems a
The
lot.
only club who has teams more than Liverpool is probably Chelsea because 70 million for Nicolas Jackson, 50 million for Madueke. I mean,
Madueke,
that's-
oh my God. Okay, speaking of Arsenal, guys,
Yes.
what the fuck?
Oh, guys, by the way, one more thing. In a previous discussion, you said no. The 3 years that Arsenal finished second, I think the first 2 years they were kind of dominant in the sense they were part of a title race. They were competing
year.
with City. Okay, maybe to an extent second. But versus Liverpool, there was no title race, man. They were just drawing games.
Yeah.
They've fallen off. I don't know how they'll perform this season, but yeah.
The first season they came second. I think that was 22-23. Yeah.
Yeah.
That season Arsenal were also an exciting team to watch that season.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they did come second. But Arteta got traumatized by coming second because I think in that season he lost by a big margin to City at Etihad. And in that game, he had gone all attack and it backfired. That traumatized him. After that, the last 2 seasons, he's gone full terrorist ball. And I mean, that squad against Liverpool, it had 4 centre backs in the back four and 3 DMs in the midfield three. See, I know we were also not that good against Arsenal. Our victory was down to due to Shobus like ultimate goal, man. So yeah, but still, Arsenal were not challenging either in that match. So I don't know what they were doing, and we were not that good because it's not easy to break down a defense when you have 7 defenders. Technically, it's 3 DMs and 4 midfielders. I know Odegaard was injured. I know Saka was injured, but they could still have played Eze or someone because their midfield three was Rice, Zubimendi, and Michael Merino. I don't know what Arteta is doing. So they just bought Madueke and Eze. So they have attacking players even without Saka. Odegaard was on the bench, but I don't know what they're doing. So yeah.
Yeah, I just realized Arteta could become the Simeone of Premier League. Like if he just continues doing this, and after a point, people will just be
I mean,
like,
Simeone has won a title before.
"Yeah, bro, but
Yeah,
have you?" Yeah, but Simeone never gets replaced. It's always the players. Like, yeah, have you seen?
Yeah.
He just keeps like his job, and I think
that
Arteta
is what.
probably could become like
I
that.
can see that happening.
Not now,
No,
yeah.
but
Simeone has been doing it for years. Let's say when you and I have kids, Arteta probably will still be managing Arsenal.
But then it's that's Arsenal, bro. Like I remember, I can't remember it. I actually don't know who the manager of Arsenal was before Arsene Wenger, because he was manager for like generations. And I feel that's like it's similar with Liverpool as well. Like you notice we very rarely sack our managers. Like we had what Rafa Benitez, and then after Rafa Benitez, that was the whole like Roy Hodgson situation. That's where we lost everything. But then like since Klopp came in, like we've had the same manager for 7 years. I'm pretty sure even if Slot underperforms this season or next season, we're still going to keep him.
Yeah.
Because patience is what's important in the Premier League. Like you saw Alex Ferguson won nothing in like his first few. I think it took him 7 years to win a Premier League title. I no manager, no club, no top six team in the current era will wait 7 years for a Premier League title. So
We have waited longer, honestly.
No,
you've changed like
not,
100 managers.
Yeah.
not with the same manager. I mean, the way it is going, I think United might do that. They might just keep Amorim forever. So no, but Arteta, you were talking about the comparison with Simeone. The difference is probably as an athletic fan or athletic board, they're fine with coming third and occasional second and one trophy in between.
Yeah.
But Arsenal as a club, as the fans and the owners probably want them to win the titles. That's the difference between Simeone and Arteta. For Atletico Madrid, occasionally occasional title race every 3-4 years and one title in every 5-6 years is probably 7-6-7 years is probably fine. I don't think that is fine for Arsenal fans and Arsenal board. And apart from that,
Definitely not for AFTV. Like, yeah. So
apart from that, La Liga where it's Barca, Madrid, and then Atletico.
yeah.
In the Premier League, I know it's been City, Liverpool, and now Arsenal. But the way the last year has been and the way this year is going, I think I don't know about the title race right now, but the top four race was pretty tight last year. So I won't say the league has gone to shit, obviously, but the disparity between the top teams is decreasing. Probably 5 years ago, just after lockdown in 2022, when you were talking about Chelsea when they were shit, and at that time United were not that good either. 10x first season. It was just Liverpool, City, and Arsenal was just beginning to show their thing. So
Hey, we
the
finished
last
top four in Tanak's first season, man. What are you saying?
no, but again, finishing top four
Please
for
don't
Manchester,
take away our laurels from us.
finishing top four for Man United should be basic, but it's
Right
not.
now, it's a dream.
Yeah, so it's
I
kind
was
of like
dreaming a couple of years back, that dream only, same dream.
It's a reality
I
for you now.
Europa League final between Spurs and United is one of the worst games of football I've watched in recent times.
Let's not.
Okay, the
Why
only
are we
one,
talking about last season? Let's not talk
the
about
only one that comes close is Kaushik. You will remember this 2022-23 when Chelsea was shit, Liverpool was shit. We played a game, Liverpool Chelsea 2022 January, 2023 January, 0-0. One of the worst games I've ever watched in my life. So yeah, I'll just be that.
Bro, but the thing with Simeone is that he's not in the level of Barca, Real Madrid because they're miles ahead. The teams behind him are not in his level, so he's like his own solo race he's doing. Like if you guys have watched F1, you'll find like sometimes the leaders are way ahead on the road, and the back
Yeah.
markers are behind. You are in the middle. You're just trolling. It's like that. But Yeah, but the thing is,
I feel some, yeah, like you mentioned, right? He's not good enough for top two, and he's not bad enough to go below third.
below
So he's
fourth.
just
Yeah,
stuck.
like he's
Yeah, he's just
third and
stuck
fourth
in
is
that.
his. Yeah,
Occasional second. Occasional second.
yeah. Okay, guys, we
That's
have
more
3 minutes left.
Arsene
Okay,
Wenger though.
so yeah, guys, just tell me your ambitions for the season, or which position you think your teams will finish. Let's start with Liverpool, and
I
then
guess
United, and then Chelsea.
Why?
I know
Let's
we
go
won.
in the order we finished last season.
Okay.
We won the league last season. I do expect a title race, but this season I do want to see a UCL deep run. Because that's one thing we failed at last year. That is the one thing I'm expecting. Buying players like Ritz and Isak helps us go through the UCL. And I'm not saying we win the UCL, but at least go into the semis.
You say
If
we
semi
might not win the Premier League. We'll come to Bangalore and punch you because we know like you're mostly
my
winning the Premier
prediction
League.
my prediction for Liverpool this season is a UCL semi-final and a pretty tight title race with Arsenal. Go on.
Ambarish, you
Yeah.
be
I
honest.
see as I'm going to be honest. I expect Liverpool this year to once again top the Champions League table. Now, I'm not going to comment anything on post table, but I expect us. Okay, maybe not top the table, but we are finishing in the top 8 of the
Yeah,
Champions League.
Top
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
are
game.
finishing top. We are directly qualifying. We're not going to play any playoffs.
Okay.
Okay, so Champions League wise top 8, and the Premier League once again, like Vibhas said, I do expect a title race. But it's too early in the season to say so because City is the kind of team that just show up like randomly. They didn't do it last year, but they have been known to do it multiple times. So you can't be and you can't cross out Chelsea, United as well. Like I know, like I'm a Liverpool fan. I do take the piss of United, but man, like Mbeumo is just fucking insane, man. Like I'm not kidding. So you never know. So I'm expecting top 3 finish for Liverpool Premier League and top 8 Champions League.
Yeah, Aman.
So humble, man. No, Caustic, you go first.
Okay, fine. So I think the only difference between last year and this year is that we can probably be a little more consistent, which means we can be in the title race. But to win, I think we need to at least get 80 points or something, which I don't know if it's possible. So 70 to 80 is where I look for. Champions League, yes, like Vibhas mentioned, probably a little longer, but I don't know if he'll win it. And the domestic cups as well, I'm not sure. But let's see. And yeah, United, we have less than a minute. Go ahead. Should be
Okay.
enough.
Very realistically, I think we have every chance to win the league. I mean, it's a new season. Anything can happen. I'm kidding. We could win it. We could, and then you can clip this, and I'll be famous. But I think realistically, any sort of European qualification should be good if we can use January to bolster our midfield slightly. I think
How
we
about
can make a
Conference
deep
League?
run in the FA Cup.
How about the conference?
Not conference. When I say European, I mean Europa and above. I don't play with that green theme, man. But yeah, no, I think top 6, maybe a